4. This is take like number 6. Those fingers are working. I counted from 5 to 1. This is Dork Dad Sam, and these are some random dork thoughts. Before we get started, let me put some glasses on because you might not recognize me. Which leads me to point number 1, or thought number 1. Why are glasses so effective? When Superman wears them, people can't tell the difference, right? They somehow don't recognize them. A real life study does show that 25% of people would also fall for the trick that 100% of fake people fall for, meaning only 3/4 of people can see this side by side photo of Superman and Clark Kent and determine they are the same people. That is also saying that that's a side by side photo and not somebody walking by. How many times have you been approached and said, "Wow, you remind me of so and so"? Well, that could be the same case with Clark Kent. You know, you remind me of the guy you write about. Might be pushing it a little bit there, but you know what I'm saying. A bathroom. A bathroom. I, I don't know. I don't get it. I mean, I don't want to see a movie or comic or book that really goes into detail about the urination problems, or I have some bowel problems today, guys. It was those chimichangas, huh? Deadpool. That said, where do they go? How do they do it? I mean, though I hated dressing my daughter up in onesies because of the constant changes. I can't imagine changing into from one of the tightest spandex suits you can get and going to taking a number 2 at you know a restaurant. I mean, we don't see it. Kind of reminds me of dressing up in a snowsuit as a kid. Once you put the layers on layers on layers, you realize you have to go to the bathroom, and you're like, you have to make a decision. You know, as a kid, it was easy. Clean up afterwards. Enjoy your time. It also kept you warm in the cold winter. I'm not saying flying around the world would be comfortable with wet boots, but it might not be the end of the world. I don't know. Wish we could ask one. Phone booths. I don't mean to be sticking a lot of this with Superman today, but it seems like it is. I don't understand how phone booths work when you're changing outfits. I don't understand how you don't. How nobody sees the difference there. I don't. I understand it from the comic book perspective, I guess. You go in one way and you come out the other. As a larger dude with long arms, I struggle with tight spaces, and Superman is supposed to be bigger and stronger than me. Um, I can't see him doing this very often. And also, what happens to his clothes? So his outfit is underneath him, right? Supposedly. All right. Let's just say that. What happens to his clothes? Does he leave them there like Spider-Man does in comics or in video games, um or does he put it in his cape? Uh, Belt? I don't know. Where do his clothes go? I mean, it's not like he has minimal clothes. This is 1960s where you wear a full-on suit and a hat. Where does it go? Capes. Brings us to capes. Some more Superman. Edna Mose is not a fan. Spider-Man's not a fan. No capes. Is it like a doctor wearing a stethoscope where now you see a cape and you're like, that's a superhero? You don't have to guess. It reinforces the idea. Batman makes sense in the Christopher Nolan series to have a cape. He uses it for protection. It's got like high tech capabilities. He glides. I mean, he does a lot of stuff with it. Blocks bullets. Maybe that's the Ben Affleck one. I'm mixing things right now, but regardless, some other ones don't do that, right? They're latex like the others. What's the point of them? It actually goes back to the answer. The actual answer, I think, goes back to comics where it helps reinforce the display of movement. So you know what, these superheroes are actually moving. Makes a little sense. Why do princesses need at least one parent deceased? The picture you're looking at, or if you're not looking at it, I don't know what you're doing, but there's 13 princesses here, I think, if my math is correct, which it could be wrong. 10 of them has at least one parent gone. That's kind of mind-boggling. Add in Fox's Anastasia, which Disney bought. That's another one. So 11 to 14. It's pretty sad. And they're not the only ones. It kind of goes across Disney. It's like a common theme across movies. Finding Nemo. I mean, those are just to name a few. I can keep going on. Kind of goes back to Walt Disney. He lost his mom, not as a kid. It was actually after Snow White was born, or Snow White was born. Snow White was made and released, but um, it kind of laid on to another fact. Another part of it is that uh, for some reason, this might be a anti-feminist stance, so I apologize to anybody I offend. It seems like good storytelling. I don't know. Popular is an evil stepmom or evil woman is the character. I mean, look at Ariel. Uh, Look at a lot of these stepmoms that are evil. How does the stepmom come into play? Either divorce, which I don't think happens very often in princess movies, or they die. And in Cinderella's case, they mom dies and then the dad dies, or I keep going. My daughter loves princess movies, and maybe I do too. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I do. Anyway, this is it's kind of sad. Why do we need these Disney remakes? Remaking the same movie for the some of them are almost shot for shot. Some of them are way longer. Cinderella was an okay movie if it was shorter. It went on forever. It was like 2 hours long. I know the original movie's like barely over 60 minutes, but you know what? Grabs my daughter's attention and keeps it for a little bit, and then she's gone. Some of these movies I don't need. I don't need the Cruella from the 101 Dalmatians or 102 or the new one with Emma Stone. I mean, why do we keep doing this? Well, Disney makes money. There you go. That's your answer. Short answer. It's easy. Oh, cool! I get to see The Lion King in Ultra HD. Fake animals in Ultra HD, and one new song. Cool. Thank you for that, Disney. That said, I really do like Disney Plus. I'm not sponsored by any means. Speaking of, let's talk about our sponsor today, which is Plain White Tees. Um, Not the band. Um, and I don't even have a plain white tee on. I just have a plain tee on. Um, so I apologize, sponsor. I hope this isn't a real sponsor because I don't want to get this um, monetized or demonetized because we're making you know so much. So let's go to the next thought, which is why is Mystery Men not more of a cult classic? It's everyday superheroes. Isn't that what you want to be as a kid, as an adult, looking at superheroes? You're more likely to be the Sphinx than Batman because you're not a billionaire. You're more likely to throw forks at somebody than have the superpowers of Superman. Kind of surprising this is not more of a cult classic. I've been up and down with it. Maybe that's the issue. Is I don't think the movie was executed well, and maybe that's the issue. But the fact, just looking at these characters by itself, the guy that thinks he has like super strength and it just has an anger problem, or he thinks he has an anger problem. I don't even know if he has an anger problem. Maybe the shovel guy. I mean, the shoveler. Cool. I'm gonna bash you the head with this pen. Goodness. More I think about it, the more I like it. That said, like I said, I think it's not the most executed movie out there, so maybe that's why it's not more of a cult classic. Martha, why did you say that name? That's a terrible reenactment, but I think DDA can do a better one. Um, this one mind boggles me. I think it's poor writing. Um, Trying to say that Batman doesn't realize that Superman has feelings or humanize him a little bit, humanize an alien. Um, I I don't know. I think he's just lazy. It's if I try to think if Batman and the Grinch were fighting off, he just saw all these presents stolen. Do you think if he said Martha May Huvier that Batman would stop? I don't think so. I'll say if I was in a fight, which I never am because I don't leave my house, um, and somebody said my mom's name, I wouldn't stop. There wouldn't be a reason to stop. I don't understand that, but couldn't grasp that. Now, I wouldn't be fighting an alien. I don't even know who I'd be fighting. Probably some parent that was making fun of my kid or something. I don't know. Anywho, oh no pun intended there. Why are you? Why'd you watch this whole movie? This whole video. I appreciate it. I don't know why you did. Um, but thank you. So until next time. Until next time. So you can see with glasses or without glasses, I'm the same person. Um, Although I don't have a hat on this time, and my logo says I should. But until next time, keep on.